So here it is, the Diocese of Manchester. From Rawtenstall in the north to Wythenshawe in the south. And from Leigh in the west to Saddleworth in the east. We are more than 250 parishes, serving over 2.2 million people, nearly 200 church schools, and numerous chaplaincies, all joining together in our shared vision to be a worshipping, growing, and transforming Christian presence at the heart of every community. In Manchester Diocese, we are working together to be a growing church. A church for everyone, where we appeal to all sorts of different people in vibrant, God-centred communities, with different traditions of prayer, praise and thanksgiving, where people of all ages can be together, and where our leaders and congregations reflect the diversity of our local communities. In our diocese, we are a nurturing church which is focused on discipleship, helping people develop their spiritual lives and share the good news of Jesus, worshipping at different times during the week, where clergy and lay people are able to share their time and their talents and get the best out of everyone. In Manchester Diocese, we are also a serving church, reflecting Christ's love in supporting those who are deprived and excluded, bringing different communities and people of different faiths together, working to ensure that our church buildings are welcoming and sustainable. Each week, over 20,000 of us worship in our local church. It's great to be a part of this. Some of these people are clergy, with around 175 being paid for by the diocese. It's by having these people work alongside others, both paid and volunteer roles, that we can make a difference right across our diocese and beyond. Doing all this costs some serious money, millions of pounds a year, and that's just a small percentage of all that goes on. So where does this money come from? You might think that we get money from the government. We don't get any money from the government, although we do get money from the National Church to help support parishes in the poorer parts of our diocese. We also get some income from our investments. But most of the money has to come from us, the parishes. Over 50p in every pound we spend together as a diocese comes from money generously given in church each week. This contribution is what we call our parish share. And it's through parish share that we are able to fund the work we do together, enabling growth in mission and ministry across our diocese. Let's have a look at the basic principles of parish share. Every parish has direct costs for its vicar. Let's call that ministry costs. And every parish is asked to make a contribution to the other costs of running our diocese. Let's call that shared costs. Together, these are covered by parish share and our other sources of income. Let's look more closely at the cost of your vicar, or ministry costs. We add up their stipend and housing, as well as national insurance and pension contributions. Now, let's look at the shared costs. Most of these pay for the extra bits, which allow your vicar to do their job. This includes cost of their ongoing development, as well as supporting the welfare of your vicar. It also pays for the training of the next generation of vicars, who you may not have met yet, but I'm sure are very nice. Shared costs also help pay for the support you get with safeguarding, gift aid, stewardship, church buildings, finance, and developing lay people. The team based at St John's House in Bury is here to help, and we regularly review our central costs to ensure they are kept as low as possible. Think of all this as what each parish gets back from parish share. Parish share is allocated fairly between all the parishes in our diocese, taking account of the individual circumstances of every parish and your ability to pay. Your parish share is calculated by looking at the number of people who go to your church and also how affluent your congregation is, based on an annual survey. Those parishes which can afford it are asked to make larger contributions to help pay for ministry in our most deprived areas. The funding we get from National Church also helps support our most deprived parishes. This is one of the real strengths of our parish share system, that together in our diocese and in partnership with the National Church, we can make sure there is a Christian presence in every community, not just those who can afford it. Over the last few years, Many of our parishes have been struggling to pay parish share in full. This leaves a hole in the budget every year that we cannot keep filling by spending reserves. We've already had to reduce the number of clergy in our diocese, and we don't want to have to reduce this further. Unless our parishes give the full amount of parish share, we will have no choice. This is why we are asking every parish to look again at the amount of parish share they are giving. If you are a church that hasn't been given the full amount of parish share recently, please think very hard about your plan to close the gap and reach out for support if you need it. The Bible talks a lot about our finances, and God invites us into joyful, generous, and sacrificial giving. That's a challenge. Does this describe your giving? We are working to help every congregation take a fresh look at their giving so that together we all do our very best to afford to have clergy in our parishes. This is what parish share is all about. Every church is asked to give, and every church receives. This way, we can do more together than we could ever do alone. All this is so that together we can be a worshipping, growing and transforming Christian presence at the heart of every community. To find out more about your parish share and who to contact if you want to discuss this, please visit manchester.anglican.org/parish-share.